History.
Yeah.
Just history? It must have been a survey course then, huh?
Yeah, it was. It was surveys.
Right.
You should check it out. It's a good course. It's going to be a good class.
How'd you like that course?
You know, frankly, I found the class, you know, rather elementary.
Elementary. You know, I don't doubt that it was.
Yeah.
I remember that class. It was just between recess and lunch.
Clark, why don't you go away?
Why don't you relax?
Why just go away?
I'm just having fun with my new friend, that's all.
But you gonna have a problem?
No, there's no problem here. I was just hoping you might give me some insight into the evolution of the market economy in the southern colonies. My contention is that prior to the Revolutionary War, the economic modalities, especially in the southern colonies, could most aptly be characterized as agrarian pre-capital.
All right, of course that's your
Hang on a
contention.
second.
You're a first-year grad student. You just got finished reading some Marxian historian, Pete Garrison probably. You're going to be convinced of that till next month when you get to James Lemon. Then you're going to be talking about how the economies of Virginia and Pennsylvania were entrepreneurial and capitalist way back in 1740. That's going to last until next year. You're going to be in here regurgitating Gordon Wood, talking about, you know, the pre-revolutionary utopia and the capital-forming effects of military mobilization.
As a matter of fact, I won't, because Wood drastically underestimates the impact of social...
Wood drastically underestimates the impact of social distinctions predicated upon wealth, especially inherited wealth. You got that from Vickers. Work in Essex County, page 98, right? Yeah, I read that too. Were you going to plagiarize the whole thing for us? Do you have any thoughts of your own on this matter? But is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you pawn it off as your own idea just to impress some girls, embarrass my friend? See, the sad thing about a guy like you is in 50 years you're going to start doing some thinking on your own, and you're going to come up with the fact that there are two certainties in life. One, don't do that. And two, you dropped 150 grand on a fucking education you could have got for $1.50 in late charges at the public library.
Yeah, but I will have a degree. And you'll be serving my kids fries at a drive-thru on our way to a skiing trip.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but at least I won't be unoriginal.
Basically, Satan plagiarizes the spirit. To recruit, to entice, to seduce, it plagiarizes the spirit, the creator. So anyway, all its symbols are everywhere. The color blue, the color purple, butterflies. Butterflies are a huge symbol of Satan, the transformation from what you are into what it wants you to be. So it's subconsciously putting that image of metamorphosis out there. Understand that. That's why butterflies are very much associated with porn stars. Catholicism is pure Satanism. The problem is you shouldn't need to be told that. You should be able to see that. Priests that come out and need their audience and admiration in their temple. Why does God need a temple, a building? What? It means nothing. But they get off on that because everybody gives the priest their love. I gotta be nice to a priest so I get into heaven. They don't give anything back. They just absorb the love, which is what a lot of spiritual, quote, gurus do. They absorb your energy through admiration. That's what they're doing. So the best advice I can give to you is overcome your reality. That doesn't mean numb yourself to this world. It doesn't mean don't appreciate it. To be you, you're going to have to be able to appreciate everything. If you see something that doesn't make sense, rather than getting angry at it, look at it the way a doctor would look at a patient. See it for what it is, an accident, a problem. Understand it. The idea that animals need to consume each other and other life here is ridiculous. That's why people that try to do everything right here cannot. But they're conned into thinking this is normal here. You're told right off the bat you're on Earth. How do you know? Why? Because other humans tell you that? They've told you that's where you are, that this is life, the food chain is normal, biology says so. How do you know that? You're trusting everything you've been told. If your instinct, which is valid, tells you that doesn't make sense, you're right. Satan controls all of academia, all of the media, all of the money, everything you're told. And a total defense against that is getting you to hate Satan. Satan loves that. Why would Satan love that? Because you're giving it energy. And hate is not of your true nature. Therefore, if it gets you doing that, then you give it energy. An example of someone doing that would be Andy Kaufman, that comedian. A lot of people, they say they're just trying to get attention. Negative or positive is the same. So if you hate this consciousness, call it names and curse it, it has you. It's got you. Know thyself and be thyself. Do not be where you are. Be what you are, regardless of where you are. And the only way you'll know what you are is reconnecting to what you are. Which means you're going to have to dismantle the ego somewhat. Not the mind, just the ego. Meaning, what's the proof that a mind is useful here? Well, to make the decisions, to navigate through the illusion. The fears of the mind, but spirit overrides that. If you go into your backyard and walk up to a little bird's nest and say that bird has little babies in it, you being 80 times the size of the bird, try it. Try it. Walk up to the bird's nest. That little bird, 1/80th of your size, will stand up to you. Home of the brave, it'll stand up to you. And more times than not, the human will run, cover their head, and be freaked out. Look how freaked out people get by a little bee. Because, see, to protect the babies, it has a natural understanding of the intrinsic value of their lives and its life. But if there were no babies in that nest, the bird would fly. It would flee, proving it was able to make a mental decision. So Satan will try to get you to abandon the mind altogether. Why? Because there is truth in the fraudulent nature of your ego. So it knows that truth will come out, so it has to amplify that and exaggerate it beyond usefulness. Get rid of the whole mind. Become a robot. Or I love this one, the spirituality of love in the form of dissociation, bliss. Don't talk to me so firmly, you're putting me on a negative vibration. What? What if you had a kid that was walking towards a busy street? Didn't know what they were doing, they were walking towards that street and the cars were unaware of the kid. Oh dear, I don't want to put you in a negative vibration, I want to be all of love, but I really need you. Bang! No, the moment you see that, your intuition will make you yell. Hey! You'll scare that kid probably in the moment. But that's better than the kid dying. Negative vibration. Satan coordinates this bullshit New Age movement to get people to dissociate. It's no different than getting drunk. It's detachment from your normal instinct to try to help everybody in this realm. You become concerned with your own bliss. Therefore, you don't speak out against it unless you're speaking out to get other people to detach. Now, you do need to detach from this reality, but while in it, it would help if you try to... See, your detachment as you walk in the woods and think that you've accomplished something, and you think your whole world is of your negative ego, that isn't stopping a little child from being raped today. Your detachment. Part of your responsibility is to get the word out. So Satan knows that. It's very, very clever. People don't get this. There are a lot of Satanists that are online.